I am Vasilis Kallidis, a chef, a restaurant owner, and a world traveler. This is Athens, my hometown. Since I was a kid, I loved roaming the city and discovering special places and hidden treasures. I still do, and I want to take you on a day trip through some of these spots. Hello from Athens, and it's downtown Marina. Starting from here, one of the newest and modern part of the cities, I will end up to the oldest one. The Acropolis, where it all started 2,500 years ago. I'm visiting with a friend who just came back from Aegina, an island only a short sail away from the city. He promised to bring me the famous pistachios that grow there. In return, I'm gonna cook for him a breakfast omelette called kaianas with eggs, tomatoes, and real Greek feta. Hello, Elias. How are you?
Good morning, Vasily. I'm fine. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Look what I got from the island.
My pistachios?
Yes, fresh picked from the island.
Oh, great, thank you. You haven't had breakfast, right?
No, and I'm starving.
I have a treat for you.
Okay, let's see.
For this recipe, we'll use 2 ripe tomatoes, 4 farm fresh eggs, fresh oregano, extra virgin olive oil, ground salt and pepper, and feta cheese. First of all, I'm gonna heat the pan in a high heat, and I'm gonna add the extra virgin olive oil. Now I'm gonna dice the tomatoes. I'm gonna put the tomatoes in the hot pan with the olive oil. Give them a stir and let them saute for a minute. Step number 2, you crumble the feta cheese in a bowl and you break the eggs in the bowl. Mix the two together, season with salt and pepper. Not too much because feta is a salty cheese. Pour the mixture into the pan and gently mix the ingredients together. Simmer over a low heat for 4 to 5 minutes until all the moisture evaporates. Turn the heat off and let the eggs rest for a minute. I'm gonna take a few leaves of fresh oregano and roughly chop them. Add the oregano into the pan with kaiana. The melting feta and the fresh oregano give this omelette a heavenly flavor. Time to serve. This is a hearty Greek breakfast, but you can also have it as lunch or dinner. Do you like it? The peninsula of Attica was chosen as an ideal location by the ancient Greeks because of its unique geography. Mountains all around, a flat center, and surrounded by the sea. It's convenient for the day traveler. You can take the train from the center to the port, catch a ferry, and after 45 minutes, enjoy the sea on one of the many islands around Athens. During the 2004 Summer Olympics, the road around the Acropolis was closed to cars. It soon became a popular spot for leisure walks and bike rides. Cycling is fast becoming a new trend in town. You know what they say, you never forget how to bike. Athens and the theater are connected since ancient times. An Athenian named Thespis was recorded as the first person ever to appear on stage. In his honor, all actors are referred to as thespians. Plays from 25 centuries ago are still staged today or inspire other works performed all over the world. Today there are lots of theaters and stages around Athens, and you can find everything from classic plays to modern acts and stand-up comedy. The newest and grandest addition to the city's art scene is the Onassis Cultural Center. This ultra-modern space hosts events and performances from the whole spectrum of the arts all year round. Theater, dance, music, and visual arts. The Athens Metro, while one of the most modern in the world, incorporates one of the oldest lines. The line from the north suburbs of Athens to the port of Piraeus dates back to 1869. I love the metro. It's a fast and convenient way to many interesting places of the city. Gazi is the place where the old gas factory used to be. This is one of my favorite places in Athens. It's bustling with young people, and it's full of bars, clubs, theaters, and quick eateries. Wandering through Athens flea market is a unique shopping experience. You can stumble upon rare vinyl records, military memorabilia, old books, and all sorts of antiques. Nice cookware, by the way.
Καλά είσαι, πώς είστε, τσιμπουράκι. Καλημέρα κύριε Γιώργο, φέτα έχουμε. Πάρε ματσέλινα, πάρε απλά τέτοια, πάλι μίλα.
Bar 360 is one of my favorite spots in the city. It overlooks the Monastiraki flea market and it has an astonishing view of the Acropolis. And you know what the Acropolis of our cuisine is. The Greek salad, of course, with a big Feta Parthenon on top. A very simple recipe with not too many ingredients. Just the Greek summer basics. Vegetables, real Greek feta, olives, oregano, and some good extra virgin olive oil. Let's start with the tomatoes. Usually we buy big tomatoes from the farmer's market, but now plum tomatoes are in season. Plum tomatoes from Crete are really sweet and tasty. Now you cut the peppers. You can either use a bell pepper or a long green pepper. I prefer the Greek ones. Cut them lengthwise, take the seeds out, and cut them in half moons. And now it's time for the cucumber. Some people like to peel off the cucumber, but I like to leave the skin on because it's very tasty and it has all the vitamins. I cut the cucumber lengthwise and then in half moons. The onion goes next. Choriatiki or peasant salad is a country salad, so all vegetables have to be cut in chunks. Feta cheese goes really well with all the summer fruits like melon, watermelon, and grapes. And right now I'm adding my own twist, a few grapes, because grapes are in season. And as I told you earlier, our Feta Parthenon, a big Greek-style feta for our salad. Some good olives from Kalamata, some white wine vinegar, sea salt, some dry mountain oregano, and extra virgin olive oil. My big fat Greek salad is ready. The Greek salad comes to the center of the table, and it's a dish ideal to share with friends. Υπέροχο, έτσι. Πώς αρέσει η φέτα?
Πάρα πολύ.
Τέλειο, This is not an island in the Aegean Sea, but a neighborhood in the heart of the city. I just love walking in Anafiotika Porter because it always reminds me of the Greek summer. The quiet, narrow, and winding streets are littered with whitewashed Cycladic-style houses. Typical bright blue details decorate balconies and rooftops. The houses were built by craftsmen from the small island of Anafi, who were brought in to build the king's palace back in the 19th century. They practically rebuilt their home village right underneath the Acropolis. This is an historic neighborhood and one of the most picturesque and quiet pockets of the city. This is the end of our journey in the city, underneath the sacred rock of the Acropolis. Right behind me, modern Athens, a sunny, vast metropolis you should try and visit once in your lifetime.